What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are at Cedar Rapids, Eastern Iowa Airport for the 9th airport update for the month of April 2025. Already into the 4th month of 2025, and with that, it's time for another Cedar Rapids update. We've got a nice solid lineup once again, and the new expansion still going strong. We also have a cargo aircraft that I've thrown in there just for fun, because that's what I like to do. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started at Gate 1. This first gate is where we will find our American Airbus A319 arriving in from DFW as Flight 788 at 11:30 p.m. delayed from an 11:08 p.m. scheduled arrival. And again, I ask that someone make the IAE variant of the American 319 because I saw quite a few of them on the schedule, so they're certainly not going anywhere anytime soon. Next to that, at Gate 2, we have this Allegiant Airbus A320 coming in from Punta Gorda as Flight 969 at 5:17 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 5:33 p.m. arrival. Punta Gorda will be daily this month, all the way through April 29th. After that, it will go down to a 4 times weekly service operating on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday through the month of May. So interesting that this service is daily. This is kind of like Las Vegas here in Sioux Falls, where basically it feels like it's operating daily, or Phoenix Mesa rather, not really Vegas. So great to see that service going strong. There must be a lot of demand if they have to make it pretty much daily. I did check LAX for Cedar Rapids as well. That does begin next month on May 21st, so it sounds like a lot of these LAX services are still coming back despite the crew base being discontinued in the area. So we'll see if that changes at any point in time, but I will be keeping an eye on that, and I'll report on that in next month's update if there are any updates. Moving over to gate number 3, we have the SkyWest CRJ 700 for American Eagle coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor as Flight 4981 at 1:46 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 1:58 p.m. arrival. I keep forgetting how many of these SkyWest CRJ 700s are out there, so I'm really glad that Gemini did that a few years ago. It's going to be 4 years in a couple months that thing was released, and all the regional jet craze that happened back then, because everybody was wanting them, Gemini just listened and did them all. I'm trying to get the camera not to focus on anything else but the model, but that looks more like it for now. And at Gate 4, we have an American Eagle Embraer 175. I think this is the first time I've parked an American aircraft at Gate 4, because before this was either usually empty or maybe a United aircraft would park here. But now it's Gate 4 because, as you can tell from all the other gates, those gates have been empty. And so the second straight update, and then 6 and 8 have basically been left unused. Everybody has just moved to the new expansion, and then American and Allegiant are still parking up here, whereas Delta and United have moved to the new expansion piece. So whether or not they're going to use those gates again, I don't know, but maybe in the summertime there'll be more usage of them. This American Eagle Embraer 175 came in from Chicago as Flight 3936, operated by Envoy, at 10:12 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 10:20 p.m. arrival. And I found out there is a special sticker on one of those 175s, because it has flown into FSD a couple of times, and I've gotten some jet tip alerts for it, so pretty interesting there. We'll see if Gemini may release that, or even JC Wings. I feel like that's more JC territory, even though American Eagle, that is like prime Gemini territory right now. But JC Wings has been a lot more open to doing some regional aircraft, lately. So we'll see if that happens from them. And then at Gate 10, we had this United 737 MAX 8 once again from Chicago O'Hare as Flight 2296, arriving in at 9:39 p.m. ahead of a scheduled 9:47 p.m. arrival. Always good to feature the newer MAX variant for Cedar Rapids. And last month I did have it in there. And then next to that, at Gate 12, this United A319 makes an appearance, coming in from the other side, from Denver as Flight 2324. And this was significantly delayed by 2 hours, arriving in at 10:57 p.m., delayed from an 8:51 p.m. scheduled arrival. Weather's been kind of nasty around the U.S. the last few days, so there's going to be delays just about everywhere. Kind of unfortunate, but not much you can do but adapt. We do have a new, not new, but a special livery here at Gate 14, the Delta Sky Team 737-800, November 3761 Romeo in real life. And this aircraft arrived in from Atlanta as Flight 2626 at 10:36 p.m., delayed from a 10:19 p.m. scheduled arrival. And now, moving on to the other side, we have our other Delta aircraft, the Embraer 175, parking up at gate 11. Have yet to use gate 13 over there. That is empty for the moment. But at gate 11, this Delta Connection 175 came in from Minneapolis as flight 3714, a SkyWest operated flight, arriving in at 11:15 a.m. at a scheduled 11:23 a.m. arrival. And then our final aircraft for this update. This is a very usual service at Cedar Rapids, but it's very unique to me since I never see these things. We have a Kalitta Charters 2 737-400 freighter, and this came in from Cincinnati as flight 833, arriving in at 8:21 a.m. ahead of a scheduled 8:29 a.m. arrival. It's usually like a daily staple here, either from Cincinnati or Kansas City is where these is where the Kalitta Charters 2 aircraft go. And sometimes it'll be the 734, other times it's a 733, so probably need to get one of those as well to complement that. Since the 727s are now gone, I'll definitely be holding on to it though, since it's a very nice aircraft. But there we go. That is Cedar Rapids for this month, update number 9. And I forgot to mention with American over there, I noticed that the Miami service is back on the route map, but it's listed for March of 2026, so I'm guessing it will return somewhere around that time, but no exact date was presented, so we'll just have to see if American extends their schedule out to that point in the future and see if that does return, but something to note, at least for now. With that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.